And we are live. Welcome, Crypto Warriors, to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 603. Today is Thursday, October 1st, and I'm your host, Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10ish. And I have some great news stories for you today. Starting with the top story, crypto trading platform BitMex attempted to evade U.S. regulations, CFTC and DOJ charge. Court rules Kik's 2017 ICO violated U.S. securities laws. And last but not least, trading platform Etoro launches staking as a service feature. So what we have today is a very short list of stories, but a very big story starting out today. But before we get to that, let's jump into the prices. Bitcoin is at $10,504, down 2.5%. Ethereum at $350, down 2.2%. Litecoin at $45 is down 1.2%. Ripple at 24 cents is down 2.6%. Bcash at $224 is down 2.3%. And EOS at $251 is down 2.7%. So for those of you who are tuned in, thank you for tuning in today. I'm here live from the man cave. Some of you may know, just got a new house, so I have an unfinished basement. Got to get everything going here, but this is the man cave, so to say. So let's see who we have in the chat. Wife says no. Yo, Zay, what's up, brother? PFC Wells, what's going on? Trek, what's good, my brother? Leroy Forbes, how you doing, man? Crypto Hustler. Wife says no. Texas Chainsaw Massacre in your background. Yeah, it's unfinished. I just moved in less than a month ago, so definitely G-Man talking about free Bitcoin Zay. Definitely just an unfinished basement. Nobody ever touched it, and I haven't got started either, but just trying to make sure the Wi-Fi and everything works so I can come live. And when it looks beautiful, you'll see exactly what I mean. Let's see, Andre Durden, what up, Zay? Glad to finally catch you live again. Good to see you as well. Donald Muhammad, what's going on, brother? Leroy Forbes, I see you posted in the post-election bunker. Yeah, this is sort of my bunker as well. Got all types of goodies down here. So let's see. Somo Vid, good day all. And Crypto Hustler, congrats on the new cave. Yeah, and No Line Max, thank you. Looks good to me. Hey, you got to see the beautiful in the ugly. I got my statue here to bring me peace, and that's all I need right now. So so let's get into our top story of the day. I'm sure you have read about it either in social media or maybe have heard from somewhere else. Maybe you saw on your portfolio, everything was down today because BitMex is charged by the CFTC and the DOJ. They're charging the crypto trading platform with facilitating unregistered trading and other violations. The CFTC announced today that CEO Arthur Hayes, company owners Ben Dello and Samuel Reed, also corporate entities HDR Global Trading, ABS Global Trading, Shine Effort from Bermuda, they all have offered U.S. customers illicit crypto trading services. Similarly, Audrey Strauss, the U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York, announced that Hayes, Dello, Reed, and Gregory were charged with violating the Bank Secrecy Act and a conspiracy to violate the act. So let's jump into the story. This is a huge story for today. Yesterday I actually tweeted this out. Yesterday I actually did a podcast with Jimmy Song, which will be out probably next week. Jimmy Song, I actually told him that we are preparing for what I call the big boss in the Bitcoin world, and this is just the beginning to me. This is really just we'll get into the Kik story later, but this is really just the regulators pounding away at sort of all of the on ramps that aren't registered with them. If you're not sort of a crypto bank, you have KYC. One of the things they'll do is figure out if you have U.S. customers, say it's illegal, and then come after you. So let's see what they said in the story. In a press release, CFTC alleged that BitMex received some 11 billion in Bitcoin deposits and made more than 1 billion in fees while conducting significant aspects of its business from the U.S. and accepting orders and funds from U.S. customers. So they charged BitMex with executing future transactions on an unregistered board, offering illegal options, failing to register as a futures commission merchant, failing to register as a designated contract market, failing to implement proper KYC rules, and other counts. And I'm sitting here looking at the justice.gov document. This is a sealed indictment. However, the grand jury has charged BitMex, all of the people that I named before. And of course, this is coming from the United States District Court, Southern District of New York. If you've ever watched Billions, that is the same office that charged all of the litany of other charges against them for trading and things of that nature. I do want to point out that JP Morgan, they just paid $920 million in fines for rigging gold and silver markets, something they've been doing for years. I mean, literally just decades of of rigging markets and being dishonest. And all they did was pay a fine and go home. Nobody went to jail. The difference here is that there is a very big possibility of going to jail. I've seen estimates that they're estimating over almost $1 trillion has been moved through there over the years. And that's more than Madoff. That's more than Silk Road. That's more than any big exchange that you've heard of, Mt. Gox. Way bigger than that. So it looks like they may be looking at some jail time here. Unfortunately, my take on it, because this is unfortunate to me, is that they're basically finding every on-ramp they can, and if they are not registered like banks are, then they're coming after you. For example, they're charged with violating the Bank Secrecy Act. Fuck the Bank Secrecy Act. They're not a bank. And on top of that, most of the things that they're charged with come as a result of them not registering as a company that came before crypto. Most of the legacy markets are definitely regulated, and even their quote unquote regulation is weak as fuck. That they don't really stop criminals; they just make their money off of the ones who commit crimes. So if you think about BitMex right now, for one, get your coins off of BitMex if you are using it, because we do have an international stream, people from all over the world. If you're not from the US, if you are in the US and you've been using a VPN, get it off of BitMex. You know, BitMex was one of those, they call it the BitMex casino, because you could make a lot of money there. You could get burnt on a trade, but BitMex has been around since 2014. It's a staple of the community, not really spoken about by a lot of US customers simply because it's illegal for you to use it. However, Arthur Hayes and his team, they've been steady at work offering these futures to anybody who wants to trade crypto. And if I had to be honest, I would love to see some sort of pushback, but I know that this isn't going to happen, even though it is registered in Seychelles, which is outside the country. The long arm of the U.S. law reaches a lot of places. Actually, in my new book, the reason I write about so many different countries is I realized that a lot of Bitcoiners at some point may have to choose to leave the U.S. in order to have the true freedom, because our regulators are some crooks. So let's look at some of the comments. Sergeant Crypto. Of course, the court that works for government will claim that any ICO is a security to get their share of the money. Absolutely. We'll talk about that with the Kik news. Let's see. Yeah, talked about that when they went after Reggie Middleton. They were snipping at the companies individually for a reason. Let's see. Sergeant Crypto, what and JP Morgan and other banks didn't violate the Bank Secrecy Act? Exactly. I mean, these rules are put in place to keep bankers in a position where, yes, they're so powerful, we can't get rid of them, but we can find them. We can get money out of them whenever we feel like it. We know they're cheating and rigging the market. It's our job to catch them. In the crypto world, you know, I think our policy for crypto is leave us alone. If you don't insert regulators, this space, I feel like Bitcoin would have been blew past the all-time high without all the constant regulation and pushback that we've had over the past 3 or 4 years. So let's see, Spencer, author probably on the run. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen that they may have arrested him, may not. I haven't got conclusive evidence on that. Let's see, G-Man, Binance and CZ next. We'll see. I don't know. CZ offering futures trading and margin trading was interesting to me. Spot trading is regular. He could do that. So yeah, that will be interesting to see if they go after Binance. And PLC Wells states, yes, that's the protected market versus real free market. And of course, we all here in the crypto world love a free market because you have the opportunity to make money you've never had a chance before in history, sort of giving the little guy a chance. But of course, the regulators are going to step in. And I think them pounding on BitMex is the beginning of us going against what I call the big boss, which is sort of the Federal Reserve and their banking industry. But this is their stopgap, is regulators. Like, hey, Federal Reserve, we're untouchable, but we can get these regulators to do our dirty work for us, and we won't have a threat from the Bitcoin world, because every time an exchange offers something new, we can just shut them down. Wife says no, says this is going to be Tether Bitfinex 2.0 multiple year legal battle. Absolutely. And let's see, BTC King, what's up, man? What's going on, boss? Crypto Black, love the content, bro. Love seeing us on YouTube. Absolutely. Glad to be Black spokesperson in the space, bringing everybody together, but also making sure my people have information as well. So Jason Fishman, why do you think it's affecting the entire crypto market so much? I'm gonna be honest, it hasn't. I've seen China bans, I've seen exchanges get shut down, and we're talking about 10 to 15% losses in a matter of hours. So a 2% drawdown isn't much. I will say that they have a lot of Bitcoin in their possession. So it'll be interesting to see how much of that is from US customers, if they'll be forced to sell, if they'll uh, maybe be forced to hand it over to officials. This is crazy, man. So my ninja, yo, what's up? JG, what you think BTC going to do? Bitcoin's fine. On a long enough time preference, Bitcoin's going to be fine. These things have happened before. If you remember in 2017, a simple quote from Jamie Dimon made the price go from 6,000 to 3,000, just by saying he didn't like Bitcoin. So we've seen this before. Got to have strong hands. Got to be willing to follow through with the mission. Yeah, BTC King. If this is 2017, price would have collapsed. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is a 2% drawdown is nothing. That's not even news really. But on top of that, PFC Wells is correct. The tech doesn't stop developing. Decentralized finance, I think, will have its day in the sun. If it will ever really be decentralized, I think DeFi will have its day in the sun because at that point, who will you take down? The software, cool. Another one will pop up. It'll be like a game of whack-a-mole, and it'll be almost impossible to catch people. Let's see. Having Wish. I'm trading BTC on BitMex. Do you think I should withdraw ASAP? Oh, you should have withdrew yesterday. Yeah, take your shit off of there right now. Any exchange that you're not actively trading on, take it off. BitMex, if you're in the US, technically you were not supposed to be on there anyway. But if you did dabble in the BitMex casino, or if you had some sort of funds there from way back in the day before KYC, yeah, definitely get it off of there. Wife says no. When in doubt, zoom out. Absolutely. Don't look at Bitcoin in the time preference of 1 month or 3 months. You got to look at year, 3 year, 5 year type investment. So a bit long. Watch the BitMex withdrawal payouts tomorrow at 9 a.m. Be sure to see that. And Crypto Black, exactly the news I was waiting for. The website was still up, but the FBI just seized the domain. So the same thing they did with other websites. It looks like they're going through with it now. This BitMex news is huge news, probably top 2 or 3 stories this year, because on my end, I've seen the BitMex. I've heard grumblings simply because I've been in the industry long enough. I have a lot of industry friends and insiders. I've heard grumblings since 2017 that BitMex was getting investigated and CFTC was building their case. And I can guarantee you right now, if the feds come after you, they do not come half-stepping. They have the evidence they need, 98% conviction rate. And, you know, for the most part, if they do come after you, you just got to deal with it. So shout out to Arthur Hayes for trying. I wonder how this will go, simply because, again, I think Bitcoin and crypto should be in its own category. The whole Bank Secrecy Act. Let me run through this again. Bank Secrecy Act. Let's see. On top of that, know your customer rules. Failure to register as a designated contract market. Failure to register as a futures commission merchant. All of this stuff is based on a legacy market. At what point was crypto invented, and then you just said, oh, we think this is a part of that? Crypto is very, very complex, not necessarily complicated, but very complex. So you have to be able to understand that different definitions for new money have to come about. And in my opinion, that has not happened. And this is just a cash grab and a chance to take down one of the biggest exchanges we've ever known. Let's see. Let's get into a couple more comments before we move forward. Dilemma: if you were short BTC on BitMex, yeah, some people were short and made money, but they're like, I don't want to close my position because it may go down even further. Blue Fig: Bitcoin is anti-fragile. It benefits from chaos. Absolutely. Volatility is good if you know what you're doing. BTC King, you are right, man. Oh yeah, still trying to keep it going. Let's see. Court rules Kicks. 2017 ICO violated U.S. security laws. Oh man, so a lot of bad news today. A judge has ruled that the $100 million ICO conducted by the Canadian message platform Kik in 2017 violated federal security laws. Oh man, this is just despicable. U.S. District Judge Alvin Kellerstein has sided with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, ruling that the Canadian technology firm Kik, their $100 million ICO, violated federal securities laws. The judge responded to both parties' requests for summary judgment, determining that the token sale meets the definition of a securities issuance according to the Howey test. The Howey test is old as fuck. Why are we still using the Howey test for new technology? The ICO participants had a reasonable expectation of profit. And it even goes on to quote here: in public statements and at public events promoting Kin, Kik extolled Kin's profit-making potential. Kik CEO explained the role of supply and demand in driving the value of Kin. Kik was offering only a limited supply of Kin, so as demand increased, the value of Kin would increase. Listen, people, the SEC has just described to you exactly how scarce money works. So if you have any doubts about why the price goes up, is when it's a scarce amount and the demand increases, the value always goes up. This is what the Kik CEO was trying to let people know. The judge noted the unique nature of the case, highlighting that he had no direct precedent to inform his determination due to the groundbreaking nature of distributed ledger technology. So we have no precedent for this type of case. We have no real definition of what an ICO is because the SEC has just called it a security. And of course, now they basically have to, at some point, either pay a fine or somebody's going to jail. But the $100 million that they raised, pretty much gone. So they sold $55 million worth of Kin tokens to U.S. investors and the remainder to overseas investors. So about 45 million. And I remember vividly when this came out. I knew Kik was a good onboard for social media, and I knew that if they had some sort of push in the ICO world, that their coin could be valuable in the future. Unfortunately, the SEC sees this as securities, which is garbage. Over time, I feel like the Howey test has, it worked for the time that it was there, but since Bitcoin cryptocurrency has come, they don't know what to call it. They don't know how to leave it alone. They don't know what it means from a regulator standpoint to come up with a real definition. This is very unfortunate for Kik and the SEC coming to get that moolah, baby. We need our pay. So let's see who we got in the comments. JG, you think something like this will happen with Bitfinex and USDT Tether? I believe something already happened as far as Bitfinex. Maybe that was a hack. I'm not sure, but we could see some regulators come in with Bitfinex. And also trying to shut down Tether simply because other stable coins, let's say USDC becomes, or something like it, becomes the official US stable coin, and you can only use that as digital currency. I believe Tether will get some pressure, and I believe people who hold Tether, they're shaking in their boots because they never know, a new issuance of Tether, whether or not that will cause a problem. PFC Wells. So CT says Samuel Reed got arrested. Yep, I saw Samuel Reed has officially been arrested. And one of the things I hate about this industry or about these regulators on this industry is that they take certain aspects of it and they don't explore it in sort of a regulatory sandbox. Like, hey, all right, we're just figuring out what cryptos are. Let's give it 5 years and nobody can be touched. We'll just let people, do what they do. And then we'll use that research and data to determine how it fits into our society. Unfortunately for anarchists and people who think the whole thing should be burned down to the ground, these people are not leaving their jobs and they're backed by the full weight of the US government. What's going to stop it is going to be either an exchange or a whale or a conglomerate of people who basically say, no, we don't listen to US regulators. We're not listening to whatever piece of paper you just sent to our offices. That's garbage, and we're not going to listen to it. And then you'll see what I like to say is the final fight, the big boss, sort of the beginning of a new world where regulators are looked at as preying on these businesses rather than protecting us. They keep telling us it's for our protection. How many people feel unprotected when they got on BitMex or feel like they need somebody's protection to trade on there? It's all just a game, people. So they're gonna do their job, and we have to do ours. So BTC King, what do you think will happen to Arthur Hayes? I think he'll have to go to court. He'll have to answer for it. I think it'll end up being a fine situation. I don't think there should be jail time unless he really pissed off some regulators. Maybe some of the regulators were on BitMex and lost money. Who knows? But I don't think there should be jail time. The only reason I'm saying that is the precedent is we just saw a bank have almost $1 billion in rigged markets. We saw Wells Fargo create fake accounts. We saw a lot of banks do a lot of nefarious dealings over the years, and nobody went to jail. So if they apply the same rules to the crypto market, I want to see the same thing. All right, well, if it's a money grab, then cool. You got to pay off the people. You got to pay off the mob. If the mafia comes through and you pay your tax, your business is good. If you don't, it gets smashed to pieces. So that's basically what they're doing now. And honestly, I don't see it going any other way because the U.S. mob is pretty big. JG, I don't understand why USA is stopping blockchain innovation, land of the free, kind of a joke. We haven't been free in a long time. And as a black person, we damn sure haven't been free for a while. Now, the freedom you feel, you know, the fact that you can go out, you can do stuff, you can go to the park, you can go fishing with your family, you can have fun. All of that is still within a box, because as soon as you go a little too far, as somebody says, sure, yeah, you can go fishing with your family, but as soon as you try and take that fish and go cook it, if it's not in a free throw and catch back pond, now you got to get a permit, and then now you got to also answer and pay a fine if you don't get it. So it's free to an extent. We're more free than other places, I think, but true freedom, I've only seen that in small islands, honestly. Crypto Hustler, the reason why the government is blocking a lot of these blockchains that is posing a threat to national financial security. You are correct. Whatever that security is, either real or fake, they feel like there are people moving money without their knowledge, and the long arm of the law again stretches. Let's see. Arthur Hayes will be okay since he's a billionaire, can afford the best attorneys. Yeah, I think they'll find some way to wiggle out of this with money. I don't know if BitMex is ever coming back. You know, for people who like trading, man, BitMex is a huge blow. I still remember very vividly, you know, when Silk Road and Mount Gox were being taken down. They never came back. Some people thought they would have a chance, but they never came back, people. So let's jump into our last story of the day. Let's see. Trading platform Etoro launches staking as a service feature. A little bit of good news to end this day. The Etoro trading platform announced today the launch of a dedicated staking service for its clients, letting users earn staking rewards from Cardano and Tron. So from those two cryptocurrencies, I believe somebody asked about Cardano earlier this week. Hey, if you get on Etoro, you have a chance to earn staking rewards just for owning that cryptocurrency. Users who hold positions in either of these currencies will be eligible for staking rewards, which are awarded monthly. This is supposed to drive demand so that people are like, all right, well, let me buy some of these small cryptocurrencies and maybe I can earn some extra money. The system is completely automated and does not require any action from the part of the users. So simply buying it and holding it, you can actually receive those staking rewards. You must hold the asset for a period of time before accruing awards. The length of period is variable, so it's 9 days for Cardano. So if you buy Cardano, you wait 9 days, those staking rewards will start. The spokesperson noted that the yield is only compounded monthly, so it would lower the staking yield significantly compared to independent staking. So they're quoted here saying, clients staking on Etoro benefit from doing so on a regulated and globally trusted platform. We also believe staking rewards on our platforms are among the most generous in the market, from a minimum of 75% of the staking yield. So great to hear from Etoro. I want to go ahead and make this announcement now. It's going to come out at any point, but I always want our crowd to get it first. I actually have two partnerships with Etoro, one as an influencer and one with the new book, Bitcoin in Black America. So for those of you listening, you are the first to hear this news. My partnership with Etoro goes like this. If you sign up on Etoro, you spend $100 and put it on their platform, you receive my book for free. Very simple. Get on Etoro, spend $100 in investment, you get my book for free. My book costs $100, so you basically are getting it anyway. So that is a great way to sign up on Etoro. They have a feature called Copy Trader, where you will have the ability to copy my trades personally. You will be able to sign up. You'll be able to basically copy any trades that I do or any other trader based on their actual profit margin. If you like somebody else's trading style better or their margins better, you can copy trade them and you don't have to do anything. Even if you suck at trading, you just copy what they do and you can basically make the same profit. So all of that is coming from Etoro. I got a beautiful Etoro swag box and crypto mug to show off. But yes, I have two deals with them for this new book. So again, those of you watching, you are the first to know in the entire world outside of me and Etoro. You are the first to know. Sign up on Etoro, spend $100, you get Bitcoin in Black America, the second edition, brand new book, hardcover, for free. So yes, that's a great way for you to sign up on Etoro, make money trading, and receive my book for free. That is a great deal, and I'm glad we were able to put that together. And you'll see a lot more as far as partnerships with Etoro, one of my favorite companies in the space. So just want to shout out everybody who's saying Mark Maxwell, thanks, Zay. Appreciate that. Crypto Hustler, the likelihood of most people taking on that mantle of expatriating is far and few between. You are correct, but it is not for the faint of heart. I'm ready to leave if I have to. Somovid, congrats. Dark Spirit, congrats. Appreciate you. Naughty Line Max, sweet deal. Yes, so PFC Wells, nice. I'm still just buying the book directly from you. That's fine as well. I do want to say for those of you who want the book directly, again, the pre-order starts October 5th, Monday. The pre-order starts. It will be available exclusively on bitcoinandblackamerica.com. So you'll be able to visit there on Monday and get your pre-orders in for, in my opinion, a book that is very needed for 2020. And let's see, some of it, do you have a code that should be used or anything? It will be on the website starting during the pre-order period. Tommy Brown, congrats, bro. I'm definitely checking that out. I appreciate you. Etoro isn't available in NYC. Ask them when it's coming. I will say I've asked that like a year ago. And they were saying they have the same problems other places have. New York is terrible with regulations with crypto. However, I will say that if you can't get on and you're based in New York, one of the things they have sort of floated is that you can use their platform through someone else. I wouldn't suggest it, but just get somebody else to sign up in another state. Just use their name, but I don't know, and use a VPN. But that wasn't from them. That's not from me. That's just something that could happen. Leroy Forbes, what about existing eToro members? The same. Yes, if you spend at least $100 on there, you for the book, when you click on my link when it's on the website, you spend $100 or add $100 to your account, then you'll get that free book. Expat Crypto, Eduardo Savarine renounced his citizenship to get out of paying taxes on those Facebook shares. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that plenty. A lot of people have done that, getting out the country to keep their own money. Crypto Hustler, how long is the eToro offer? This offer is indefinite. As long as this book is out right now, signing up on eToro is good. I will say, because if you buy this book, you have access to 3 webinars. The first webinar starts at the end of October. The next one is November. The next one is December. So in the next 3 months, if you want access to these webinars live, I would say purchasing or getting on eToro before then is your best bet. However, whoever buys the book will have access to those webinars for eternity. So a lot of good things coming. Glad to have this partnership, and glad that eToro is now offering staking as a service. Even more reason to get on eToro. I might buy some Cardano today. Just it's free money essentially, and at that point you can either sell or you can hold it for a long term. So those are our stories for today. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the most live people we've had on the show ever, and I believe it's mostly due to the big BitMex news. But I want to thank you all for joining me live in the man cave, the unfinished man cave. It'll be great in a few months. Once the baby's here and I can get some sleep and get some time, it'll definitely be a lot better. But thank you all for watching. Again, sorry to hear about BitMex. Get your coins off of BitMex today, right now, if you have it. Thank you all for watching, and cheers. Have a good one.